Hi, everybody. Welcome back for our monthly date with Nate, which I love to do.
Hi.
How are you today?
Very good, very good. And you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I woke up at like 4:30 this morning and I thought, what the hell? I got to stay up late tonight. I tried to go back to sleep and I couldn't go back to sleep.
Oh,
So I finally said, okay, to hell with it. I'll get up. I'll just have to take a nap later so that I'm not literally falling asleep on everybody tonight.
I
Um,
know.
What you got happening? What's cooking? You've been doing some new stuff.
Yeah, just a couple call outs. Yesterday, I posted a really interesting video. It's a collab with a gentleman named Sulab. He's a palmistry reader and he
Ooh,
read Trump's palm. So, among doing Vedic astrology. So, it was a very interesting show. Actually, my jaw dropped at one point. It said that I would likely be living until 120 years old. So I didn't expect that at all, but this is very interesting.
I had my palms read, God, like back in 2012, 2013, something like that. There was a lady on a radio program, and it was kind of before all of this stuff started happening, and she was a palm reader, and the host was trying to figure out, well, how can we let you read some people's palms because there's no cameras going on there. So she said, well, if they can take a picture of their hand and then email it in real
Yeah.
quick to you, then you can show me the picture and I can look at it and go from there. And I thought, oh, well, that's interesting. So I took a picture of each hand and I emailed it in, and they picked my hands to read. And the first thing she said was, "You're the oldest person I've ever seen." And I'm like, "Excuse me?" She's like, "I don't mean age wise." She's like, you're the oldest soul I've ever read." She says, "You
Uh,
have so many lifelines." She says, "I'm counting like almost 20, but it goes way beyond that. I can't even count them all." And I'm like, "Oh." I said, "Well,
yes.
what does that mean?" She says, "It means you keep coming back." And I said, "Well, what am I screwing up that I have to keep coming back?" She's like, "No, no, no, not that kind of coming back. It's just you keep coming back because you're helping others
Yes.
what they need to do." And I think now that I'm thinking about it, I think that was probably one of the first little inklings of some of this stuff waking up on me. I mean, it had slowly been happening, but and I hadn't really thought about that until just now. But it was like
Uh-huh.
the way she said it, I was thinking, oh, okay, they just look like all lined up. I mean, I got lines and crap all over my hands. The lifeline is split and split and split again, and it's like, okay, that's just kind of weird. I've seen some stuff on videos of other people reading palms. I'll have to check him out.
It is a really good video. He also explains something fascinating, of course, based on what he sees that um, the generations after us might, with the progress with AI and medicine, very, according to what he sees, likely the generations after us live up to 200 years old.
Well, that's something I've kind of heard or felt and read in science fiction books and stuff, is that as we kind of ascend and kind of move
Yes,
upwards, our lifetimes will be longer, um, because we won't be like popping out babies every other day. We'll be more particular about, you know, brooding, I guess. I don't know how you want to put it. And we'll be more particular about having more babies. And so, but the health stuff will get better, medicine will get better,
yes,
everything will get better so that we're actually living longer. And I'm like,
yes.
that would be cool. I'm not ready to, I mean, I'm not afraid of it, but I look around, I'm like, I am not ready to go anytime soon. I want at least another 25 or 30 years
Yes.
before. Um, of course, with that comes the thought of how many people am I going to lose if I last that long? And you start
Well,
thinking,
the money
uh,
aspect, like if you live to 100, 200 years, how does that work financially? That is still a big mystery to me. Um,
yeah,
as far as shows, just to kind of share a little bit, in about 2 hours, I have a live on my channel with Scott.
Scorpio Sun
Well,
Tarot.
Sun Tarot, thank you.
Yep,
And it's kind
Scott
of,
is a sweetheart. I
yes.
love him to death. And
And at 3:30 p.m. Eastern for members, I am doing an eclipse show based on the whole class that I'm doing. And for those of you who
okay,
don't know, it's very visible if you go to my homepage. There's a this eclipse class, and
yeah,
this is
all that it's all
class.
listed there. Yeah,
Yes, it's free. The class itself is entirely free. Yeah.
and they're really good, y'all. Y'all need to check it out. I've gone through several of them. Um, they're really good. I've got a live. I'm gonna be on Jackie's channel, Jackie B at 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern. So I'll miss part of your class thing, but I'll jump in after
Yes.
we get done and or catch it on the rerun. And I think that's all I have left today is just with Jackie. Yeah, and then I've got the rest of the and then I can go take a nap. Since I got up at 4 a.m., I can go take a nap then and get ready for tonight. So anything else you got coming up or that you're doing? You're
Well, after that, kind of the usual 2 p.m. Eastern, no, 5 p.m. Eastern on Sundays is my personal
right.
questions solo show. And then on Monday, I believe, no, not Monday. Let me just look real quick on my phone. Um, I mean, it's all on my live. Yeah, on Monday I will be live solo, doing the predictions for April.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Is that a live or is that a
Alive,
record? A live. Okay.
alive, and just taking questions. I've been doing more of those lately, like live political questions, uh,
Yeah.
and people like that uh, a lot.
Yeah,
So
I know I do my daily lunch break musings, which a little 10 to 15 minute reading I do on my lunch break every day. I'll do the cards and just sometimes I have a question and sometimes it's just like a temperature check. What's going on? How's everybody feeling? Kind of thing. And like I've told people before, if you have a specific question you want me to read on that, email me and let me know, and I'll be glad to just do one of those
yeah.
readings on specific questions.
Mhm.
I know Monday night is Draining the Swamp. That's with me and Mel and Sabrina, Inner Guidance,
Mhm.
Tree of Life Inner Guidance. She's going to be with us this Monday. And then, of course, the regular sisters on Wednesday. Um, I think I have Golden Girls on Thursday. That's political show. And then I actually don't have anything at all scheduled for next weekend. Wow.
Well, it will get busy. It will get busy.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna get, I'll get through, things between now and next weekend, things will pop up and be doing. But um
A little something just real quick also. I've been having fun turning my cards into videos. You might see that on my channel where I
I
actually
have seen that
read,
like
uh,
live animation.
yeah, and it's just I love it. I
Yeah, you
just
hold it up and you see all the stuff moving
and
and
it
swimming
moves
around.
and it just goes so like this one's gonna drop today, and you see this lady going with the turtle moving into the abyss. It's just I love this.
Oh, how cool is that? Because I'm a lady. My late husband's nickname was Turtle. Um,
Oh,
and we collect turtles.
yeah.
We started doing it for him. My mom started it, and even after he died, my son and I still by turtles, and it's like trying to find one that's different from all the other ones. Uh, I think the first tattoo my son ever got was the Hopono, I think it's called. It's the Hawaiian turtles.
Ho'oponopono,
Yeah.
yes.
And so we got that on his one shoulder. He's got the turtle on the Hawaiian turtle on one shoulder, and then
And
a
that
bunch of other stuff too. But
and that gives me a little bit of an opportunity to share for Sherry that her membership first level is called Baby Turtle, so you should
yep,
check
the big
Sherry's
the
membership.
big turtles. That's why I picked it. You know, it was like that's my entry level is the Bebe turtles, and if you want to go one level up, it's the Cajun crawfish. And so, and I've AI created the little figures. I had to go looking for free figures that I could use because a lot of them you can't use them unless you pay for them. Because I found some other pictures that I liked a lot more, but it's like I'm not paying that much money for a clip art picture,
No,
you know.
no.
And
So yeah,
so,
I want to put like all those.
Lady M says
Yeah,
that she
yes,
saw that I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. I think I've
you
got that
should,
one saved.
Sherry. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're so really, yes, it's really good.
And what were you saying about your card? I
Oh
interrupted you.
yeah, I really want to take all those clips and make a movie out of it.
Well, that would be interesting.
I
Yeah, I like
know.
that idea. I like that
And
idea.
I
And I
can't
know,
because I own the rights. I've worked with the artist, so I there's no problem
right.
with YouTube or anything. Yes.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I know. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Teresa made a super sticker donation. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Teresa.
And uh yeah, we've got I like the thought of doing the
Please unlock the device to continue.
The movie.
video. Was that you or was that me? I just heard, please unlock the device to continue. And I'm like, what device? Who's talking to me?
Well, you're channeling so much, Sherry. I'm
Yeah,
getting a
now I'm
more.
hearing it out loud. Oh my God. I'm like, I'm sitting there and I hear, please unlock the device to continue. And I'm like, I'm looking around. I'm going, what device? I don't have anything else on except my computer. So, okay, y'all, I'm really hearing voices now out of the right ear instead of the left ear. So that's a little weird because I normally hear when they talk to me in my left ear because I'm partially deaf in my left ear. And so it's kind of like I don't hear all the ambient sounds around me on the left side. And I think that's why they talk into that ear is because they don't have to compete for the
You know, it
volume.
makes complete sense. Look at Baba Vanga. She was blind and she had all these visions.
All those visions, yeah, isn't that wild? I didn't even think about that. I don't know. I'm just amazed. It seems like every day something new is happening, and it's just it's really um I mean it's exciting and it's kind of like oh my God, wow, I wasn't expecting that. What is it? I mean, like what happened last weekend, and Amy and I finished the show, and I was due to be on with Arthur doing backstage for him because he does a solo Sunday show every weekend. And me and Walter, a friend of his, we run the backstage for him and do the keep up with the questions and all that. And so I went immediately, jumped on there, and Arthur like took one look at me, said, "What happened?" And I mean, he saw it before I said anything, and I was like, "You're not going to believe what just happened to me." I started telling him. He's like, "Oh, you had to step in." And I was like, "Oh, what?" He says, "A step in when somebody steps in and boots you out of the way because you're not saying what they want you to say." And I went, "Oh, I didn't know that was a thing." He said, "Yeah." He says, "Actually," he says, "I think you're a trans channel." And I'm like, "Okay." And then I told Marina about it, and she went back and watched the video and came back and said, "You were doing it the whole damn show, Sherry." And she says, "I think you're a trans channel." I'm like, "That's what Arthur said." So and then you said, "Yeah, I've been seeing that for a while." So it's like, okay, it's
Well,
like
yeah,
three
I feel like the
confirmations
way
from
that
three
you
different
describe.
psychics, you know. So
I think
Yeah.
in your card readings, if you pay attention to the way that you approach it, I think it's very interesting.
Okay. Yeah. I always felt weird, like I wasn't doing it right. 'Cause
No, no, no.
I didn't do it
I
the same way
understand.
other people did it. And then, it finally started sinking in. There is no right or wrong way. You just read the way you read, and you don't worry about it. And so it took a while for me to get there. But and then and to remind everybody, uh, today is Mel's birthday. So if anybody
Uh,
wants to drop Mel a line and say happy birthday, um, I've got to get his present sent out. It's gonna be late. And then Arthur's birthday is Tuesday, and Judy's birthday is today, I think it is. And
are they all Pisces or what? What sign is
Judy's
this?
birthday, yeah, Judy's birthday is today. Mel's birthday is tomorrow. That's what it is. So, I'm sorry. Say that again.
Is that I was just trying. Which sign are they? Are they all Pisces? I'm a
Uh,
little rusty.
Pisces starts on the 21st. So Judy would be Aries.
Oh
No,
yeah,
Aries starts on the 21st. So Judy would be
Aries.
Pisces. Mel is right. She's on the cusp of
Plus,
Pisces and Aries. Mel's on the cusp of Pisces and Aries and Aries, and then Arthur's in Aries. So that kind of fits their
wow, all
personalities.
Aries. Wow,
Yeah,
interesting.
that's kind of cool. Um, so anyway, well, let's get to some questions here. People don't get irritated with us and tell me you talk too much. I invariably every show somebody somewhere put something in the comments and say you talk too much. I'm like, what do you expect? I'm psychic. I'm supposed to be talking to y'all. Yeah, you don't want to just look at me in dead air. I mean, I got to fill it in. I have a trouble with that. Um, but
Lots of Aries in the
Mirror
dictionary.
Dragon says she loves the animated cards.
Thank you,
That's
Mildred.
really cool. I'm seriously starting to play with the idea in my head of creating my own oracle deck.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
um, uh, uh, what somebody mentioned yesterday on a show, and I'm trying to remember how they phrased it. Um, oracles from the swamp or swamp oracles
Oh.
or something. And I thought when they said it, it's like the light bulb went ding
Mm.
ding ding. There you go. So I got to go back and see exactly how they phrased it because that really, um, really,
Well,
really
if you
intrigued me.
if you do that, I'll help you animate them on video.
Thank you. Well, that's what I bought some blank cards when I took your class how to make
Yes.
your own deck, and so they've been sitting on the shelf calling me like, "Hello, we're still blank." And I'm like, "I don't know what to put on you. You just have to wait." And so now I'm seriously thinking about. It's like I'm not quite sure how I want to go with it. It's because I know a lot of it is depending on what picture you decide to use. It's what is the meaning that comes from that, and that's not something you do very flippantly. That's something that
Oh,
you really have to channel that. And that's definitely a channel. Uh, so anyway, thank you, Amethyst Dreamer. That's very kind of you. Love you both. Well, we love you right back. Absolutely. So appreciate that. Y'all are so kind. I swear.
everyone is.
All right, let's go ahead and hit a question, and I'll go back and finish starring. Um, First one up was Lady M. Um, what kind of job do you see me getting and when? I've been selling my cinnamon rolls 1 day a week, but I'm eager to get back to normal life after a breast mastectomy. Well, blessings to you for getting through that.
Yeah,
I've had several friends that have gotten breast cancer that has had to make that decision, and it can be really devastating because you feel like you're losing a part of yourself that, you know, if you got boobs, you're used to them being there, and suddenly they're not, and so it's kind of weird. Um, Although there have been days when I thought I wish I could get rid of these. They get in the way,
and
especially at the
also
eye doctors when you got to sit up close to that machine. I keep telling the eye doctor, y'all need to create a machine that has like a bump out for ladies so we can get up close enough and we're not like smooshing our breast up against the metal thing. And he always laughs. He says, I'll work on that for you. I'm like,
I
okay.
know. And also just also a side note, because it's really not known very much or discussed very much, that also it is also happening to men, but the it's really not really common to discuss that, but it is also uh,
It's
uh,
very devastating. I mean, I had a friend that had it, and she had to have both breasts removed. They did reconstruction, and they didn't do a very good job. And she was very self conscious about it. And then she got cancer again, like 6 years later, in the same exact spot that she had got it before with breast cancer. It was like embedded in the chest bone, in her breastbone. And they had to do um, a stem cell replacement. And she literally was like quarantined in her house for like about a month or two. Her kids had to go stay with relatives. She couldn't go shopping. She couldn't go to the store. Me and another friend would go get her groceries and stuff, and we'd go bring it, leave it at her front door, and then, ring the doorbell and say, "Okay, your food's here," and then we'd have to run back to the car before she could come out because she couldn't be around anybody because it completely takes your immunization out of your body and puts in new stem cells so you can rebuild that. And so she healed from that fairly well, got back to normal, and I guess in about I guess it was about 10 years later it came back again, and she didn't survive. Which was hard, to see her go through it 3 times. I mean, and that's not to say, Lady M, that that's going to happen to you. Hopefully this is a done deal. But where do you live that you're making cinnamon rolls and you're not at my house one day a week? Will? The only cinnamon rolls I have are the like the Wop kind, the in the canister that you have to. Oh, Rose said we heard it too. You ain't going crazy. Okay, so other people heard that. I'm not nuts. So now they're talking out loud. Go ahead, Nathan. You want to go ahead?
Yeah, let me get ahead. So, Lady M, my first two cards are the Five of Swords and then the Nine of Swords. This is just, I know they're a little bit dark, but you might be able to see a little bit the imagery here. I feel connected to those images right now. Um, this talks about, the struggle that you had to go through to get where you are. And so the spirits wanted to acknowledge that. Now, let's talk about the job. King of Cups, this is a very important card when it comes to emotions and compassion, and then justice. And so I feel that the job that I see you doing after all this, it definitely has this energy of helping people, counseling people, helping people, being compassionate, fairness, social justice. Um, so I don't get like an exact job, but I feel like it relies on your journey, your understanding, your listening skills, your compassion, your heart, and also a sense of fairness. So I would say this would be about helping people and taking that journey with you and being of support to people. I feel that now to the question of when, because I got those first two cards that deal with the struggle, you might not be 100% ready. I almost would like to suggest like you ease into a job. I know that sounds like so easy, Nate, like just ease into a job. But ideally, could you ease into a job gradually?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. First card I got was strength. And so this is just spirit telling you you're building up your strength to get back out there, get back to doing what you need to do. You've got the strength card there. And so that's important. And then I got the 3 of Wands, and that's like foresight, kind of a visionary, seeing what's ahead and then going in that direction. And then I got innovative idea. So you've got some ideas swirling around in your brain there. I see you going to work for yourself, not for somebody else. And then I've got career advance. So these are all very, very positive cards, saying you're building your strength now. You've got these ideas rolling in your head, and as soon as you're ready, step out and start doing it. Like Nate was saying, don't hold back on anything. It feels very much like you've got ideas in your head of what you want to do, and you're going to be able to start a business and do that. And it's going to make a big difference in what you're doing. All right, let's see. Mirror Dragon. Any messages from my late partner, Daryl?
You want me to get going, Sherry? Just
Yep,
so
go ahead and go. I'm sitting there
for me,
trying to catch up in chat.
yeah,
I see that's here.
I am using this Oracle of the Triad. The first card, it's called Equity, but really it has a symbol of health and the angels. Then I have the Benediction, which is the blessings, and then the Papyrus, which is the message. I feel that there is a message about him being healed. I get a strong sense of healing, and then him from the other side sending you blessings and protections, and also trying to contact you with messages. I am a bit curious, Mere Dragon, if you have tried to do some automatic writing, trying to see if on your own you would receive messages. For the papyrus is the paper, and that's the messenger and the healing. So please let me know in the comments if those 3 themes kind of connect with you.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. My cards go right with that too. First thing I got was the King of Cups. That's kind of like an emotional intelligence. That's making mature and compassionate decisions. I think that's what he's trying to say to you is trust your inner self, trust your intuition. Let your emotions help guide you, because they're going to guide you in the right direction. And then I got the Page of Wands, which is enthusiasm, good news, happy news, stuff like that coming in. That's the pages kind of are the deliverers of messages. And this feels like he's telling you, you've got some good news, you've got some good stuff coming. Just keep your eye open for it. Don't stress about it. Just be ready for what's ahead. And then I got the 4 of Cups reversed, and what does the reversal say? It says seizing opportunities, letting go of regret, into stagnation, motivation, enthusiasm. This feels very strongly like he's saying you can let go of me being gone now. You don't have to keep hanging on. Let go and move forward. Let go and know that wherever you go, whatever you do, I'm still right there with you. Um, and I'll help guide other people into your life that will make you feel whole again. So, I mean, he's right there with you. Was he a coffee addict? Did he like drink a lot of coffee? I keep seeing the coffee cup, drinking coffee. Um, I don't know why I keep seeing coffee, but it's like he drank a lot of coffee or something. So I don't know if he did a lot of coffee drinking or not, but okay, let's see who we got next is Annie Moore. Well, I moved back to my house by the middle of April. I've been staying with my daughter recovering from surgery. Well, first, blessings and healings for continued strength and healing from your surgery. That can be a little rough. Yeah, he was a coffee drinker. Okay, he just so there was a reason for the coffee cup. Um, let's see here. Whenever you're ready, Nate.
Yes.
Don't wait on me.
My first two cards, one is called Necessity, and the other one, you can see it's almost with your arms behind your head. I get this sense that, you really wanted to help your daughter, but of course, you did it out of sense of love and duty, but you really feel like now it's been, should I say, a bit of a sacrifice, even though it was a very willing sacrifice. But I get the sense that it's starting to be a bit heavy on you. With a new beginning, the alpha new beginning, I get the sense like you will return. I'm getting a yes. It just feels like there's this desire from you that, of course, you do it out of duty, but it's kind of time. And love.
Yeah. Hey, at least they didn't hit the floor this time. I just dropped a bunch of cards and I caught them all on the desktop. They didn't hit the floor. That's doing good for me, y'all. Y'all know you call me Sherry reading from the floor. I do that a lot because I drop my cards. First thing I got for you was temperance. So take everything in moderation. Don't rush yourself. If you still feel like you need a little more taken care of, enjoy that because before you know it, you're going to be right back into the swing of things, doing things again. So I definitely feel that you're ready to go back home, go back to doing your thing your way without having to arrange yourself around somebody else's schedule. I mean, it's good that your daughter was able to let you come stay with her while you recover. Thank God you had a family member there that could do that. But yeah, I feel that urge. If you want, it's time for me to go back home, get back to normal. And then I got the Queen of Cups, and so that's very much you've got your daughter who's copying, who's learning from you by being that nurturing, loving person that wants to take care of those around her. But at the same time, you're feeling secure enough. You're starting to feel healthy enough now. You, like I said, you're ready to go home and go back to normal. And then I got calm, peace, and clear mind. So it's like your mind is telling you, yeah, it's time for you to go back home so you can get back into your grounded center. Um, it's nice that there's family that can help. Thank God for that. But I get it about I'm ready. I'm ready for these people to get out of my face and let me get back to normal. I feel that very much. Um, I feel like it won't be too much longer. You're going to be
Mm-hmm.
hightailing it going back home. It feels it feels like it's going to be like a big I made it back home, that kind of thing, you know. Um,
And they're
that,
also saying that you can, even from home, you can still help her.
that's right. That's right. You still have somebody, her or friends or whatever, that come and
Yeah.
check on you. And oh, Jan just became a member. Well, thank you, Jan. Yay. That's fantastic. Uh, let's see. Next up, we've got Angie Gutierrez. I probably really butchered that. I don't have a Spanish accent. I have to have Nate say your last name so we can hear it correctly. It's
Angie Gutierrez.
Gutierrez. Okay.
And I'm not even sure I'm correct.
Yeah, I didn't want to put a French accent on there because of Cajun French down here. So that's what I grew up with is that French accent. Well, I lived in Arizona. I used to crack everybody up because I would say Spanish names with a French accent. They'd be like, no, no, that's not how you say that. I'm like, well, that's how we say it back home. Just because y'all are weird. I mean, um, I used to tease them about that. All right. Interesting. Okay. If you're ready, Nate, go
Okay.
right on ahead.
My first card is about the light, the sun and the light here. So it feels to me like your guide talks about highlighting something, taking something into account that's very important. And it's about the angel of mercy healing, some sort of healing energy. And I feel like with the Six of Swords, moving to a different place. I don't think the move is necessarily physical, but I think we're talking here about healing some sort of energy, a pattern. It could be a stress. It could be a behavior that you want to change. You see where I'm going. So the angel is bringing that light and that love and that healing to some sort of part of you that I think you want to change. And so you have recognized, and this is very connected to shadow work and the whole eclipse thing. And so I feel like you've been given the tools to evolve within yourself, to make a change within yourself and heal a part of you that you feel like you want to improve a behavior, improve a mindset, improve a habit, that sort of thing.
Definitely, definitely. I accidentally undid her message and now I can't find it again.
It is, I remember it if you need me to say it back to you. Yeah.
Say it back to me one time. I think I got it all, but
Yes, it's Angie Gutierrez asking for
Angie, that's right.
a message from Clarion, her angel guide, about something important she needs to know.
Gotcha. Okay. Now I just went blank on it because I started looking. I was like, I clicked the wrong thing and then I lost it. Um, First thing I got was Sacred Migration, which is celebration. So this is a card all about celebrating. Um, there are good things that are getting ready to start happening. That's going to bring you a lot of opportunity to kind of celebrate, um, bringing in those around you closer. And then I got to cover up the bits. Then we got the Star, and it's the craziest thing. Um, which, the Star, that's hope, inspiration. I have to move it if I put it on here. Um, you have to cover up the bits because the Star card, the lady's naked, and YouTube has a problem with female breasts being shown. I don't know why, but they do. Um, so this just feels like it's really just emphasizing this. You've got this celebration coming. You've got the Star there, which is just, it feels like light shining down on you. Everything's going okay. More good things are coming. And then I got the Three of Swords. So somewhere in that mix of things happening, there's going to be a little bit of heartbreak. Something somewhere. It's just going to be like an upset. It doesn't feel like it's going to be a soul crushing upset. It just feels like, oh, and it's just going to be one of those things where you just kind of, you feel a little let down, a little heartbroken by it. Maybe a friend passes or somebody moves away, that you're used to having around you. It feels more like it's normal to feel heartbreak, and it can be little things that can sometimes pop up out of nowhere that make us feel heartbreak. But that's normal. That's a normal part of life. So you just accept it and move forward with it. And then I got the Two of Cups. That stands for love, for partnerships, for compatibility. It feels like someone else may be coming into your life. It may not be a romantic relationship. It could be, but it feels more like a companionship relationship that's moving, like a really close friend, somebody that you can just kind of spend time with. And, it's like somebody that and you love, that's not necessarily romantic, but somebody that you can sit down on the couch with and just kind of lean on each other and just have that presence there, that companionship there. That's what I'm getting from it. But I'm getting good things for you. I mean, there's celebrations coming up, and it feels like there's some companionship heading your way. So that's a good thing. Um,
Sherry, just a note that we made a little bit of a mistake earlier, and with an assumption that Annie, her daughter, was
oh,
getting better from recovering from surgery, but that was not her daughter. That was her.
oh, that was her. Okay,
But I don't
okay.
think it changes the reading in
I
a
don't
sense
know. It's
that
just
like you still want
reversing
to
the
go home.
people.
Yes, you still
Yeah,
want to go home, and I that's how I feel. I still feel like you'll go home,
yeah.
regardless.
It's still like she's ready to be on her own and get everybody out of my hair.
Yes.
Um, oh, Miss Carol D's in the house. Hi, darling. Um, okay, let's see. Sandy had a question. How are we doing on time? Okay. And thank you for your donation, Sandy. Will my daughter get a job when she moves to the new state with me in May, June? Is she moving in with you or just going to be in the same state with you? I'm just curious. So
I get this sense like she's moving to a new state with Sandy, her mom, and
yeah,
she's kind of worried. Is she gonna get a job there? Is that right, Sandy? Is that the fair interpretation of your question?
Yeah, wait to see if she answers.
And I get that sometimes in those readings, people they want to speed up writing their questions, and then sometimes a word makes
It's hard to sometimes to interpret
yeah.
exactly what, like with Angie, or Annie, whichever one it was.
And that's Sandy. Sandy, did we understand this right about your daughter coming to your state, which is like a new state for her, and then you want to know if she's gonna get a job there? Just to confirm, that's the question.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's go to the next question, and then we can come back to Sandy. Okay, Jimmy, will my apartment application at the Modern be approved before March 25th or by first week of April? Jimmy, will her apartment application be approved before March 25th? I'm getting a yes on March 25th or by the first week of April. I'm getting an even bigger yes.
Slight delay from the 25th, but I see you moving.
Yeah.
It's just tiny. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm getting too. So, yay for you. Okay, did Sandy ever check back in with us?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't see her. Okay. Rhonda, will I ever kick my bad habits? Hello, guilty.
Well, the first step to solve a problem is to recognize you have a problem. So
yeah,
it's step one.
That's it. First C, and now I'm dropping cards.
Okay, your bad habits. I can't believe those bad habits are that bad, Rhonda. I'm not getting that sense.
Yeah, I'm not getting like really bad habits. I probably got worse bad habits than you do. And I get fussed at it every day.
You reached step one. Congratulations on getting step one, Rhonda.
Wait, what, Rhonda? Oh, I've reached strip. Okay.
Yeah, well.
See, I can't do the strips. They make me sick of the stomach. It's like it puts too much nicotine in my system too fast.
I think she said step one, not step one. It's a step. She meant to say step.
I mean, and just from what I'm reading, I'm assuming you're talking about trying to quit smoking. And, I quit for 10 years and I felt so much better. And then when I got hurt, I started smoking again out of boredom. And now it's like I can't kick the habit. I mean, I just can't seem to let go of it. So I just finally got to the point where I told I told Spirit, I said, okay, well, when you're ready for me to quit, you're going to just take away the desire and then I'll be done with that. So sometimes I think you got to get to that point. Oh,
I got the Three of Swords, Rhonda, and I think you're beating yourself up a little bit too much for this. The Hierophant talks about a sense of healing. So I kind of wanted to say from the Spirit perspective that it's kind of they're saying, don't beat yourself up and look at it more from a journey, from a healing perspective, rather than saying I'm a bad person. You see the difference?
Yeah, regardless of whatever bad habit you have, whether if it's overeating, smoking, drinking, or whatever.
YouTube
Um,
addiction.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's so many different kinds of addictions out there that it comes. You have to get to a point where you want to walk away from it.
Hmm.
Say, I'm done, and that's what gives you the strength to do it. For whatever reason, I'm not there yet. I don't know why, but I'm not. Um, it's still relaxing for me and not a pain in the backside, except when it's really cold outside because I don't smoke in my house. I go outside. And so in the wintertime, it can be difficult. And you got to focus on thoughts and strategies. You're already kind of doing that. You're already doing patches and I tried the patches. They didn't work with me, but I've seen them work really good for other people. But thoughts and strategies, you're already doing this. You're already doing thoughts and strategies. You're already taking steps, thinking it through, strategizing what do I need to do to break this habit, and just keep asking your guides and everyone to just give you that extra willpower to stay away from it. Because then I got the Knight of Cups, which that's kind of like your knight in shining armor that shows up and rescues you. Well, you're the knight, so you got to rescue yourself. And we tend to forget that most times we're the knights, and we get to rescue ourselves. And then I got the Four of Cups, which is apathy. And you're getting to that point now where you're going to be able to look at it and go, nah, I'm not interested. And it takes a little while to get there, but when you get there, it makes a big difference. Um, and then I got the Ten of Cups, so that's saying like yay, it's done, it's over with. I've kicked it, I've walked away from it, and happily ever after. So um, maybe that Knight of Cups shows up too. So you never know. But yeah, I'm getting yeah, you're going to be able to kick it. It's just not going to happen that fast. You got to work at it a little bit, but it's coming. Let's see. Oh, thank you for the donation, Ironweed. I appreciate that. Yeah, let's see. Thank you for your donation, Jay Farragon. Will my two sons find work soon? Okay. When you say soon, do you mean like by the end of this coming week, or do you mean like before summer hits or before the end of the year? It can help me timeline if I know how far out I'm looking.
I see one getting a job pretty soon, maybe even in 1 month. The second one needed a little bit more time.
That's what I was just thinking. All right, how soon will son one find a job? Will it be before the end of April? Will it be before the end of May? Okay, son one, I don't know which one that is, will be by the end of May. Son two, when will son two find a job? Will it be before the end of April? No. Before the end of May? No. How about the end of June? No. By the end of July? By the end of August? Oh, now it's just going to sit still. Will son 2 get a job by the end of August? Yes, okay. I got August for son 2. And I had, what was it, May for son 1. So that's not bad.
Oh.
Okay. Sandy's back.
Okay. Yep.
Did you read?
We haven't done. Yes, I did.
Okay.
I just felt the first one fairly soon, but the other one maybe 2 months later or 3 months
Sandy,
later.
okay, her daughter's moving in with her
Yes.
in the new state. Okay, so and if you want to go ahead and read, if you're ready
Okay.
for it.
Let's look at that.
Um,
My daughter got a job. She moved to the new state in May, June.
who's in with her?
3 of Cups, I also need to hide a little bit, but that's a celebration. And it's interesting with this card, there's 3 women. So there's you, your daughter. Who would be the other woman? Could it be is there another daughter or a friend? Or I just feel like there's
Granddaughter.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So I'm getting like, yes, she will get a job. And I see another woman there. I don't know why. It could be a friend.
Well, I got a yes on the pendulum. I pull a card and just see what it says. I got justice, so that's consequences, things happening in the direction they need to happen. Honesty, integrity, life lessons. So yeah, it feels like she's going to get a job. I mean, the pendulum said by the end of June, so it feels like she's going to just roll right along there and get something. So and thank you for your donation too. I appreciate it. Okay, we'll make sure there's no other. Kathy, thank you for your donation. What do my guides have to say about next week?
Oh, 10 of Cups. Look at that. Happiness. Whoa. That's really nice. And the world. It feels like you receive something. I like those cards. Receive something and happiness.
First thing I heard when I read the question out loud, I heard in my head, run, and then a lot of laughter. So I don't know if they're just like yanking your chain or what, but I'm getting the 4 cups, apathy. So don't get yourself all wrapped up in I'm never going to find a job, or I'm never going to get this, or I'm never going to do that by a certain time. Just go with the flow with things. Don't let it worry you. And then I got the 3 of Wands, which is foresight. So that's just like spirit telling you, start trusting your gut. Start looking at your intuition. What are you feeling before you do something? Do you get that kind of sick feeling in your stomach, or do you, as my stomach growls, or are you like excited to get rolling for the day? Something coming up. What's coming up? Let's go to it. That feels stronger than the other way. It feels very much like you got some happy stuff coming your way. So yeah, that feels really positive for you there. Okay. All right. Bill P., thank you for your donation. My soulmate lives in a toxic environment. Well, difficult to read on somebody else when you don't have their permission, but I can read the energy around it and see what we get. Um, and if you're ready, maybe you can go.
And maybe I don't understand what moral qualms mean. Can you maybe help me, Sherry? It's a word I've never seen, I believe.
Um, kind of like, does she not see the immorality of something happening?
Oh,
Like moral qualms would be you see somebody doing something or behaving a certain way that isn't very moralistic, and are you just okay with that, or does it bother you? And
yes.
that's kind of how I've always interpreted that. Um, yeah, ethical problems. Thank you, Dibs. That's another good way to put it.
Yes, thank you.
Um,
The card that I got here is Death, which is a complete transformation and change of this energy. So it feels like you're clearly moving on. Um, and I feel like she's kind of stuck with that energy. I just feel like she's very stuck. I don't get the sense like she fully realized what has happened. And so I don't know if I wouldn't say she has an ethical problems because I don't feel like she's fully aware of what she put you through. And I'm not trying to defend her. I'm just saying for her to understand the ethical aspects, you need to open your eyes to what you've done. And I just don't get the sense like she has been that point yet, Billy.
yeah. Um, the first thing I got was temperance. So this is just telling you to kind of take the middle road, kind of weigh things out, let her work through it. As with so many people, if they're close to a person or a situation that's not healthy for them, a lot of times they're the last person that sees it.
Yeah.
It's very difficult for them to look and say, oh, that's really horrible. Although they may look at somebody they don't know doing the same thing and say that when it's their family, their friend, whatever. Um, they're kind of in a form of denial. It's like
Hmm.
they see it, but they don't want to admit it. And that can come across as being immoral to you or other people. Um, I think it it just feels like she's got to get to the point where she looks at them and she sees the devil.
Hmm.
And that's
Yeah.
what I got. Um, temperance and the devil. So take the middle road. Don't do anything drastic. When opportunities arise for you to point out some of these immoral decisions or whatever, um, then do so, but do so in a loving way. You don't want to put her, you don't want to make her feel defensive, like which will make somebody just dig their heels in deeper if they go in the defense mode. You just want to kind of casually drop something every now and again, and eventually they're going to see and admit what they're seeing, and it will make a big difference. It's not necessarily that she agrees with that lifestyle or whatever it is that's within this environment, but it feels like she's in a place where she's not ready to see it yet. And until you're ready to see it, it's just not going to be there. That's what I'm getting. So I hope that helps, Bill. Let's see, we're at an hour and 5 minutes. How much you have time for one or two more
I
questions?
yeah, like still like a good 15 minutes if you want.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Leodeo, will my website for education be successful? Will Leodeo's website for education be successful? Oh, I'm getting a yes. I'm getting a strong yes.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
I got the Queen of Swords. You seem to be in complete control of what you do. The Page of Swords, this is educating. I feel like younger people with the page, that would kind of make sense. And Three of Cups, there's a celebration. So this is coming.
Absolutely. Yeah. It may not happen by 2 o'clock tomorrow, but it feels like keep working at it, and it's going to gain traction and just keep building. You may not have a million people right away on the day that you put it out there, but just keep going at it. It's gonna be like a snowball running downhill. At first, it's just a little bit, and then as it rolls, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And so, you just gotta let it breathe and move in its own momentum. You don't want to push it too fast because then you could miss some things. You don't want to
Yeah.
hold it in place because then it can't grow. So you got to just put it out there and just give it that little nudge forward and then let it move at its pace. And it's going to build and it's going to keep growing. I feel really good about that. Um, okay, let's see. Ironweed, who had made a donation as well. Um, how can I help reduce the tensions and disruptions in our household now?
These tensions and disruptions.
Well, the smart ass side of me says get a big stick, knock some sense into their heads, but we don't want to do that. That's God. If I draw the Ace of Wands now, it's going to be really funny.
Yes.
That's what Miss Nancy Jean calls her Bam Bam stick. It's like, I like that.
Our weed, I got the King of Cups. I got the Moon. Lots of emotions. Lots of emotions. It's highly emotional with the Moon as well. Lots of stuff going on in the background. Maybe some cyclical stuff. And I got time. I think basically, I know this is going to sound like an easy answer, but you got to give it time. It's high in emotion. You need to let the temperature down a little, let it drop a little bit, and things are going to be okay.
Absolutely. First thing I got was a Ten of Wands. And so you're dealing with people who in your household and they have a lot of burdens on their shoulders, whether it be school, work, home life, whatever. They're feeling burdened, which in turn makes you feel burdened because you care for this person and you want them to be happy and you want them to be successful. Well, then I get the Queen of Pentacles, who talks about abundance and being successful and being kind of moving up the ladder social wise, as far as the status. You may not ever get to the top of the peak, but that's okay because it's lonely up at the top. But it feels like there's going to be generous offers from people who want to help you kind of deal with the tensions and the disruptions. Um, if you have another relative or a close friend maybe that's not living in your house, not in around this chaos all the time, that you can talk to and say, okay, you've got, you're feeling burdened down by stuff, but Queen of Pentacles is telling you it's not going to be too much longer. You're going to be able to lay all that down. You're going to get rid of all that, and you're going to be able to be in a more abundance mindset. We all gripe and complain about, I can't pay the bills this month. Oh my God, everything's so expensive. Have you been to the grocery store? Have you been to the gas station? Yeah, it's crazy out there. One of the things we have to do is get a good, strong impression of the face of the issue that's causing all of the tensions and disruptions. And then going from there and start pulling those strings out. I see somebody at the end of a quilt or something, and they got one string, and they're just, as they pull on this string, bloop, another square falls off, and they keep pulling, and then bloop, another square falls off. So it feels like Spirit is saying, don't deny it's happening. Don't pretend like there's no solution. I mean, if you honestly can't find a solution for them in the new location, then yeah, they might want to attend some fundraisers or stuff like that to just get that successful vibe. That can be really difficult to do, is to get that kind of drive off of that. Yeah, that's all I'm getting. Okay. I was just trying to see if they were telling me anything else. That's it. Thank you, Ironweed. I'll get it out right in a minute. Okay, Artist Liz, do you still see me selling any of my paintings this year? Yes. I heard that right off. Yes. Will Artist Liz sell any of her paintings in 2026? Yes. Will she be making and sending more gifts to the university? No. To private companies? I'm getting a yes on that as well. So, but there's no rush. You can take your time.
I got for you, Artist Liz, from my playing cards. First time I'm using the playing cards today. 10 of diamonds. I mean, this is really good. Diamonds. Even if you don't know how to read the playing card, that says a lot.
Money.
Yeah, yes, the money is coming. And then I got the Magician, some sort of first. It's actually saying it's not just one, it's the first of a number of them. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we can squeeze in one more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cassie Lake, thank you for your donation. Bonjour, Télémel. Our son has an evaluation at his new hospital job. I probably really killed that statement. I was trying to read it. I tend to read French phonetically because that's how I heard it growing up. I never officially took classes or anything. So I speak a very bastardized version of French. It's been mutated and mixed in with a lot of other languages for many, many years. We almost lost our language altogether. Fortunately, the music kept it alive. So
yes,
because you can't sing Zydeco in French music, in English. You have to sing it in French for it to make sense. Because you lose something in the transition. It's just like, yeah, no. Oh, interesting. You want to go first? Or want me to go?
I go ahead. I'm
Okay.
kind of figuring things out here.
Okay. First thing I got was the strength card. So he's got the strength and the bravery and the courage to step out and do a good job, not just show up because they told me to be here at 7 a.m. or whatever, but because he truly wants to be there doing what he's doing, and that makes a big difference for people.
Our team is going to be Wild Sea.
And then I got the 9 of Wands. Now that's telling me that the battle's not over. There may be more than one person applying for that same job, and so you kind of got to shore up your protection wall, make sure that nobody can bulldoze over you, and then be able to present your information if it's in person, or you can do it online if they do online services, where you then become the subscriber. But there's something like Uber and stuff like that. It feels like it's better to take a faster route when you really don't. I was in Phoenix. I lived less than a mile away from the office where I worked at. I used to laugh and say, well, at least if my car breaks down, I know I can still get to work. Last card I drew was the 9 of Pentacles. And that's all about independence, wealth, money. Feels very much like he's going to be very good at his job, that he's going to be well recognized and appreciated. That's what I'm getting.
The Jack of, I'm with the playing cards right now, so bear with me. Jack of Clubs. This is him. This is the Ace of Diamond. It feels like that's the success for the evaluation, but I get the 7 of Hearts, which is the 7 of Cups. And I pulled a card and I got the 7 of Cups too. Sorry, it's a bit dark, but it's the 7 of Cups too. So 7 of Hearts. I get the sense that he needs to be careful because I could see him a bit unfocused and distracted. So I think he has it in him to be successful, but there's something about his emotions, the distractions, that basically what the cards are saying is focus.
Yeah. Very much so. All right, thank you, sir. Well, we're at almost an hour and 20 minutes. We got like 10 seconds left. We will be back. Is it next weekend? No, we'll be back in 2 weeks.
For the Easter special.
Yeah, for the Easter special, April 4th, same bat time, same bat channel. We're going to do an Easter special, simulcast it to both of our channels at the same time. And then on the 11th, our next deep dive, we do that pre-recorded. And then on the 25th, our next date with Nathe live. So thank y'all for coming. So sorry we couldn't get to all of you. We tried our best.
You can try. I'm on a show in 30 minutes with Scott. So
there you go. And I'm on in roughly the same amount of time with Jackie. So we're both going to be back on this afternoon. You can come back and ask your question. Maybe put a note. You weren't able to get to me earlier.
Yeah, that'll give
so
you a
that
little
we
bit
see it and we know to kind of shuffle you to the top of the pile. If you're still not able to catch us or get it answered, depending on how many people show up on that show. You can always come back tonight for the slumber party. I start at 10 o'clock Central Time every Saturday night. Well, not on the 11th. We're not going to do a show on that night. But anyway, every Saturday night, 10 p.m. Central, I do the slumber party. 1 or 2 card pulls, naughty or nice. And we hang out. There's a lot of cursing because the cards all have curse words in them, hence why they're naughty. I literally have to run like a banner at the bottom during the show that says explicit content will be played. If you don't like it, please turn it off. Don't watch. Just to save our butts. So I have to run a explicit content banner the whole time I do the show on Saturday night. But we have a lot of fun with it. There's a lot of joking. There's quite a few people in the chat that you've seen that will be on with me tonight. And again, you put in naughty or nice card, and if you just put a note, you and Nate weren't able to get to me earlier, then I'll shuffle you to the front of the line, okay? And so thank you, everybody. Thank you, Nathe, for your wonderful gift and being my friend and doing this with me every month.
Likewise.
And so we'll be back on the 4th for our Easter special. And we're doing prizes again, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we're going to prizes. I believe that the next magazine will be ready by then.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure I've got a prize that I'm going to be sending out. I'm waiting for confirmation on it. So I'll let y'all know. And it'll be nice.
You've been very mysterious about this.
Yes, because I don't have final confirmation. So I don't want to say I'm going to give away this, that, whatever. I'm working on something that I wanted to be able to do for Easter. So I'm waiting for final confirmation. And if that comes through, then that'll be a big surprise for everybody. And I think you'll love it. So we'll leave it at that. You have to wait till April 4th. So I'm glad it's not April 1st, right? Then I can pull out April Fools. All right. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon. I will be back very soon on Jackie B's channel. And Jackie's in the chat. Put the link for the show in the chat, Jackie. And y'all come back and watch that. Nate's going to be back on. Are you going to be on Scott's channel, or is Scott going to be on your channel?
This time is coming on my channel. So
okay, so come back to Nate's channel in just a little bit, because he's going to have Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot, which if y'all don't know Scott, you're going to fall in love with him. He's awesome. And I think he's coming on to the slumber party tonight. I haven't heard back from him yet. So normally he comes on because he helps me with starring and keeping up with questions and stuff, which is greatly appreciated. And y'all have a wonderful Saturday afternoon. Nate, thank you so very much. I love you, love you, love you. And we will talk to everybody soon. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Now.